Hello, everyone, and welcome to this wonderful conversation that we're having with Ms. Alexandra Gaillard, the VP of Digital Marketing at Signify. Signify is formerly known as Philips Lighting Business. So it's now today Signify, which is a very cool name as well. Thank you so much, dear Alexandra, for joining with us. And of course, you're one of our Swiss Education Group honorary guest lecturers, and specifically within the online Master of International Business program that we've launched recently and is going on very successfully for industry professionals. You've jumped in there and you're sharing a lot of great knowledge within the digital sales and marketing. So thank you so much for joining. And I'm not going to start sharing about your experience, even though I know we used to be colleagues as well at DuPont. Uh, would you mind sharing a little bit more about your background and your personal why and journey?
Yes, thank you, Max. Yes, indeed, Signify is not well known. This is the name of the corporate, but we have a lot of great brands behind, especially in the lighting industry, because we are the leaders. So we're talking here about Philips Lighting, Philips Hue, Interact, and more. On my background, I have a multidisciplinary background, and I think this is actually in the world of today also an asset. I started working in the consulting, then we worked together at DuPont, where over there I was doing procurement. And then I joined Philip Morris for a decade, completely different industry, but from consulting to procurement, and afterwards I moved to digital marketing and finally marketing. So I think this is also a value in the world of today. Your clients are eclectic. Your talent at this course are also coming from different backgrounds, and this is this open-minded, which is, I guess, the most important. This curiosity, because we are living in an ever-changing world. So this is really one of the key important key strengths that I think you need to have as a future leader in this world, is having the capability to evolve, to challenge yourself with your thinking. And I'm always very proud of people that go back to school somehow and decide to pause for a while and decide to learn from others, learn from other industry. I'm not coming from the pure facility and hospitality industry, of course, but nevertheless, it's making a huge sense to look at the lighting in this world, because that has a direct impact on your customers' experience.
It surely has. And that's lovely to hear. As we were connecting before this conversation, you shared with me many things that were very relevant and even opened my eyes even more in terms of how clearly connected our industries are. And obviously, hospitality goes beyond all the businesses around the world. So, we're specifically talking about digital sales and marketing. And you've been more recently, in the past few years, leaning towards it and really growing this passion for the subject matter. So, why is that?
Well, I think the interest comes with the technology. Marketing years ago was a nice campaign, barely known about what was the ROI, and the technology, the digital marketing platform has drastically changed that. Today, I could predict what is the impact of my campaign. I could see the impact it has on the consumer experience online. I could see all this connection, and I think that's making a huge difference, and that finally making that job interesting to connect what is the business objective and how you could make that. Lots of company has been looking after customer centricity, and I'm sure that in the hospitality it has always been in the center. The difference with the digital world is that today we could do that fast at scale and rely on the machine to help us with this decision.
That's for sure true. That's for sure true. And by the way, you mentioned, that the professionals that want to keep growing and developing themselves and learning, and what we're happy to see within this program specifically, since it's online and extremely flexible, it really offers the busy professional to stay at their job, to
Yeah.
stay within the business, and to continue learn and grow and put it immediately into action. So that's something very nice that we really enjoy seeing all our students being able to do that. But let's connect to the industry. Let's look at hospitality, because I know you've yourself traveled quite a bit along your years, and as a business professional, and you have a lot of stories to share. So how do you connect to hospitality and some of the special moments that we always say is all about those special moments that we never forget about within hospitality? Do you have some of those to share with us?
Yes, I think as a consumer myself is the moment where I'm surprised, when the moment I don't expect it, and it comes like a surprise because you uh, know what I would be needed, or you're not just calling me by my name anymore. I think this level of personalization is kind of over, but it's when you really anticipate my need, my desire, and you come with the right proposition at the right moment. So linking that back to digital marketing, this is what you could be doing in the world of today, because we could connect all this information about you and being proactive. We could use machine learning to predict as well what would be the next best offer for you, and action that you could support. Um, Before it was made with the human and the knowledge of your client, and I still think on the high end of the hospitality that remain that way, but a little bit of support from the technology is not bad neither.
That's right. And you had a very nice story that connects exactly your business to the.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Actually, a month ago, I was on vacation in Spain, and I arrived at the hotel, and I saw a little box where they were using UVC disinfection, so I could put my mobile phone to get it disinfected. And I was thinking, well, that's exactly what worries people in the world of today. How sane is the place where I'm entering? And of course, you always have this high-end expectation when it comes to hospitality, that it's clean, but it goes even to the next level. And yeah, I was surprised by how this hotel was already anticipating. But you've seen that even lately on the communication that we are receiving, they already pre-inform you about the protocol that they have been putting in place, and that's reinforce you the desire to feel comfortable, to feel that this is a safe place. And I think that will continue, and this is just a growing trend. Now, if I link that with the lighting industry, where the lighting come from, it was very conventional, not connected. But today, this is all about connected lighting. So at home, people could have their own lighting, connected lighting setup. But it's not too much in use yet into hospitality. But let's dream for a minute. Then I arrive in my hotel room, and I could design the lighting the way I want. I have pretty much different scenes that could be proposed to me, but I could be also using certain scenes to set up my mood, to wake up on the morning. So there is a whole experience that lighting could bring as a consumer, just from that entertainment and well-being perspective. That could be also on the health perspective, on the safety, because of some mimicking of presence that you could have in the room, but as well you could have the UVC disinfection robot coming from one room to another one. So it's a whole ecosystem that you could create. Plus, you also have technology like Li-Fi, which is the Wi-Fi via the light, and that is way more robust than any Wi-Fi, plus highly secure, which is also one of the problem with the current Wi-Fi. So there is a whole bunch of new application that's the lighting industry is bringing today. It's very much at the building level that you could be thinking of that, but bringing that really close to what is the benefit for the consumer when they arrive, when they move to the building, so that it's adjusting as well to the different objective, and propose new type of experience with the lighting. I think it's still to be invented.
Absolutely. I mean, the high level technology that we need to use across the industry connects wonderfully to exactly how you're developing and taking us into the future in terms of what is available and how we can enhance the experience of the customer, but also, most importantly, these days, the safety and well-being of the customer. Indeed. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing these. Of course, our students will be looking forward to the live sessions where you're going to go and connect with them even more and in more detail, share with them of your experience within digital sales and marketing. Now, you've gotten to also to know a little bit about the specific program that we're running for busy professionals, especially. And I'd like to ask you, what do you think is the key reasons, and how do you see this program, this online program that could take through busy professional for about 2 years and take them through the journey of great learning? What do you see as valuable within this program across the hospitality industry?
Well, one of the value is, of course, to get the chance to be exposed to other professionals, but not only is also to have a different participant coming from different industry background, because you are offering one place where people are meeting and experiencing something, but all the rest of the additional industry would have an impact on how you could create this. So the challenge today is that you need to keep up to date with many different learnings. Of course, today, during the session, we're going to be having a focus on digital sales and marketing, but that's just one single aspect. And the rest is also as important as everything. So I guess this is very important sometimes to pause in your day-to-day work and to have this very important reflection, because that's what we expect from leaders, having the capability to anticipate what's coming next, preparing the next generation of experience that we want to offer to consumers. So that's highly critical. And there is a drastic shift that is and is still happening in the world because of the pandemic. So not sure how back we would go, but at the end of the day, that has changed a lot of expectation, a lot of focus. So the professionals that are attending this very important moment of learning is very essential, because learning is always on. This is an always on approach that you need to have. So I think it's the moment to reflect, because that's a turning point, and that's the right moment to join a program like this one.
I couldn't agree more. As leaders, we need to continuously lead, learn how to lead and then develop ourselves to be able to do that mindfully and insightfully. So
Mhm.
thank you so much again, Alexandra Gaillard, wonderful honorary guest lecturer with us. We're looking forward to the live session. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup, Alexandra.
Thank you. Merci.